around the sun up, visit 3 brothels a night, gamble away his father's money. Now it's just the drinking.
And now I'm his wife's servant. I brush her hair and clip her nails and empty her chamber pots.
She is a sweet young thing. None of this is her fault.
I love that girl. I would kill for her.
If you let yourself believe that a foreign girl with no name could spend her life with the son of Tywin Lannister...
I have a name.
You have one name, as do I. Here, only the family name matters.
What do you want from me, Lord Varys?
Diamonds. I tell you to beware carrying so much wealth, but you know how to protect yourself.
Why do you want me to leave?
Tyrion Lannister is one of the few people alive who can make this country a better place. He has the mind for it, he has the will, he has the right last name, and you are a complication. I know you love him, and I know it's true love, not bought by gold and silver. I'm not asking you to leave him for money. I'm asking you to leave because your presence in the capital endangers him. This will never be your home, my lady. Find a true home somewhere far from here, while there's still time.
Lord Varys. If he wants me to leave, he can tell me himself. I won't be marrying Sir Loras.
I seem to remember saying something similar about my own marriage.
You're not me.
How long does it go on?
Until we've dealt with all our enemies.
Every time we deal with an enemy, we create 2 more.
Like a hydra.
This will go on for quite a long time.
Mind if I keep warm?
Fuck off.
But I'm hungry.
Does fuck off mean something different where you're from?
I've got money.
What kind of coin is that?
It's worth a lot. Sorry.
Holy shit.
Where did you get the knife?
From you.
Is that the first man you've killed?
The first man.
Next time you're going to do something like that, tell me first. I know you won't hurt me.
You don't know Finn Johnson.
I do know some things. I know I love you. I know you love me. I have to go home now.
What I meant was...
I swear to you, my lord.
I'm
we
not a
didn't-
lord, my dear. Not for many, many years. Every man who joins the Night's Watch renounces all former titles.
Maester. She hasn't chosen a name yet.
His name is Sam.
Called it.
Tally, do you remember the oath you swore when you joined this order?
He's not my child, Maester Raven. She's one of Craster's wives.
His name's Gendry. He's a good lad. A poor lad from Flea Bottom who happens to be your nephew.
What is the life of one bastard boy against a kingdom?
Everything.
The boy must die.
The other way. You ever been in a boat before?
No.
You know how to swim?
No.
Don't fall out. Go on.
Jump! Jump! Jump, please help us!
I don't think you can see us.
So,
Push now. You hold.
Cersei. I, Stannis, of the House Baratheon, first in my name, rightful king of the Andals, and the first men sentenced you to die.
I understand. But since you haven't yet unnamed me Hand of the King, it is my duty to advise you against it. You're gonna need me.
Take him away.
Well, I don't need you.
My king.
It's from Mhysa Aemon of the Night's Watch. Their old commander is dead. Took a ranging party north and never made it back. One lad did, though. What he saw beyond the wall, it's coming. For all of us.
This war of 5 kings means nothing. The true war lies to the north, my king. Death marches on the wall. Only you can stop him. He's right. You need him. He has the part to play in the war to come.
You see, Sedamus, you've been saved by that fire god you like to mock.
Tarri Cervasie Enkot Daor. Jevite Bagon Daor. Dervi Jerry Sitibilos Daor. Gemele Meli Sitibilos. Lomiri Ziri. Mesmagon Bestila. Tolvis Jevis.
Mhysa!
Mhysa!
What does it mean? Skari Kelisi. It means mother. It's all right. Just leave away to have me.
also has brown hair. Hell, Mhysa is mother.
Yep. All right. That one ended on a little lighter note than the last one. So season 3 complete. What are your initial thoughts on this one?
There's been good, bad, semi-in-between parts.
Yeah, it did explain a lot of the aftermath of what just happened in the last episode. All right, well, you want to start from the beginning?
Yep.
All right, so what happened first?
It was Walter Frey was bragging about the
What
Red
all
Wedding.
had happened, yes. That happened a few scenes in. The first scene was still outside.
Oh,
while
right, yeah.
And it shows the Hound and Arya leaving.
And they took the twins' flag.
Yeah, well, to be safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that comes real soon with Walter and Roose talking there in the dining hall while everything was getting cleaned up. In King's Landing, we opened up with Sansa and Tyrion talking. And smiling, actually.
Yeah. And Sansa was they're practically planning a prank, more or less. Kind of like, let's see. For April Fools, I want to learn like Valerian and confuse like everyone at school. Because
Gonna learn a whole new language.
Valerian. Yeah, I'm gonna just answer every question in Valerian, and my teachers are gonna be so confused.
Or think you're crazy. So, now we go to Bran's story.
Which he couldn't even remember it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was about the rat chef. And he was a chef at the Night's Watch, and the king came and visited, and so did his son. And the rat king got the chef got mad and killed the king's son, served it in a pie, and the king liked the taste of his son so much he had a second slice. The gods got angry and turned the guy into a rat, and so he can feed on his own children, and he's always hungry, which is kind of like the changelings in My Little Pony. Well, the changelings before Where I'm Back Again, Part 1 and 2. So, yeah.
I'll skip the next scene, and we'll go right to when Sam shows up, since we're talking about right around there.
Yeah.
Keep it on that topic.
Yeah. So Bran gets woken up by some rustling, which is Sam. And then he wakes up Hodor, and then Mira wakes up, and so does Jojen, and then Sam falls, and then, we see it's Sam. And then, yeah, then Gilly came, and yeah.
Bran found their way through the wall.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll go away from there. We had Walter Roose in the dining hall. That led right into Roose talking about how his bastard son took Winterfell. And that threw into the scene with Theon. That character's finally named.
Yep.
Any thoughts on that before we go to Pike, because that's where we'll go next.
Yeah.
Because it was a little more, he named him Reek.
Very cool.
And kept punching him until he said, I'm Reek. Okay, so from there, let's go to Balon and Yara.
Yep. They got a package and a letter, and Balon didn't want to go get Theon back, but Yara did, so she is, well, currently going to go get Theon.
Right on, she's taking her 50 best killers and
Fastest ship.
heading that way. Okay, so now we go to Dragonstone when Davos was sitting there and talking to. I just wrote Dragonstone. I'm like, man, there's like 4 different scenes from Dragonstone. Which one was this?
Great job.
Yeah, I know. I should take better notes.
He was talking about he was talking to Gendry, Sir Davos was, and they mentioned his son, and then how he died. Well, more or less. But yeah.
Also talked about they were both from the same place, Flea Bottom. They started naming specific streets and everything because Gendry had heard Davos called Sir Davos, so he thought he was highborn, and Davos was like, no, I'm not highborn. I was assigned this. That was from when he got this Onion Knight name back from before, when he first hooked up with Stannis. So, so they're both from King's Landing. Ooh, Varys and Shay.
Yep.
Talk about that scene.
Varys wanted Shay to move back to Essos. She didn't.
Nope.
He even gave her
A bunch of diamonds.
Diamonds. Big enough to get maids and a
Big house. And what would you have done?
Probably the same thing as Shay.
Oh, okay. Well, alright. So, and Shay, do you think, what do you think she thinks about the whole kind of situation?
Well,
Do you think Varys is up to it, or do you think Tyrion, because of what she said, what do you think?
I don't remember Varys saying anything. Well, obviously the talk was about Tyrion, but he never mentioned like Tyrion said this to me. But at the end, Shay was like, Tyrion wants this. He can tell it to my face. So she might have misunderstood it a little.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll skip that one. Let's go back to the Arya and Hound. They're on the road not too far away from the twins. And they come across some of the twinsmen, some of the Free guys. Let you take over that.
She acted as though she wanted some meat. She said, I'll give you money. And then she got the Villa de Jerez coin and then, dropped it. He went down to pick it up and she stabbed him.
Several times.
Several times, yeah.
Then the Hound stepped in because there was 4 guys there total. She took care of one.
Yeah, and at the end of that scene, didn't she say Villa de Jerez? Yeah.
Looking at the coin.
So she needs to find a guy from Bravos. I assume she wants to learn the whole killing magic thing.
And why would she want that?
There's multiple reasons.
Multiple reasons.
Multiple things I can think of.
All right. Okay, well now we'll
She
get
has
to.
a long line of vengeance list.
Well, she's with the Hound right now. How do you think her and the Hound will get along?
Well,
Or do you think they'll be around each other for a while?
hmm?
Do you think they'll be around each other for a while, or
Probably a decent time.
a decent time? What do you think of those two together?
They're getting along gradually, but she still probably dislikes him.
He's still on the list.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so let's go to John and Egret.
John and Egret. Hmm. Yeah. Where my comment came in place. The always fear a woman's wrath. Always fear a woman's rage or wrath.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
That's
the
the
one you're looking
saying.
for?
Yes, that's the saying. I didn't actually say it, but that's what I meant.
I guess on that scene, John does get away. Do you think Egret could have killed him?
She probably
Knowing
could
her
have.
archery skills?
Yeah, she definitely could have. She missed up her best.
Okay.
Or her rage was kind of blocking.
All right. Castle Black. That is the scene when Sam and Gilly get to Castle Black and talk to the Waste Raven.
Yep. That was our first scene in Castle Black since season 1.
Yup.
So it's been a while.
Been a while since being there. Gilly named a baby.
I was right. I was just guessing. I'm like, Sammy Jr. So.
Oh, it's just Sammy.
Yeah.
Or Samuel.
She just said Sam. But.
Because he's not really a junior.
Yeah. I just said Sammy Jr.
Okay, now we go to Davos and Shireen. When Davos is doing some reading.
And they come across the letter from the Castle Black.
Yep. Meister Aemon had sent out. Okay. Got the conversation with Stannis and the Red Woman about Gendry and what they're gonna do. And why.
Yep, which leads to Sir Davos freeing Gendry.
Yep. Yeah, we'll just keep rolling on that that whole storyline. So yeah, Davos frees Gendry. And that next morning they find out. And Stannis sentenced Davos to death.
And then Davos says he'll need him.
Yep.
And then gives them the letter from the wall. And then both Melisandre and Stannis read it. And then Melisandre throws it in the fire, which I guess helps her see the future. And she says you will need his help. So
no longer sentenced to death, and he says, what do you say? Swear God you despise so much has saved you again.
the fire god.
Oh, the fire god.
God.
Yeah. You always remember the exact words. I always like ad-lib in and mess them up.
See, that's my thing. I remember the exact words, but I suck at names. I'm terrible at names.
You correct me all the time, and I'm the one that's supposedly watched this show a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we get the arrivals. John arriving at Castle Black. Not much dialogue in there, but
He said, Pip Pip's name and Sam's name.
Okay, and we had Jamie arriving, Jamie, Brienne, and Qyburn getting to King's Landing. And it shows Jamie coming into Cersei's room.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Yeah.
No words. What do you think Cersei was thinking when she saw him?
She was probably very relieved.
With one hand.
She was probably curious on how that happened. Worried, but relieved that he's back.
Okay. Oh, and then we finish in Yukai.
Mm-hmm.
With the doors opening up and the slaves coming out.
The ex-slaves.
Ex-slaves, yes.
They're no longer slaves. Yeah. She said, it was Miss Sunday. She, started saying, this woman is the one who freed you, and Danny stopped her and said that I am not the reason you were freed, and it was...
You have to take your freedom, or something like that.
Yeah, you...
I can't give you your freedom, you have to take your freedom.
Yeah.
Am I right on that or no? I'll
That's-
check on you first.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
said,
close.
I always mess that stuff up.
Yeah, that's close.
I get the context, but can I say it right? No.
And then it started off with a man, and I'm pretty sure it was his daughter saying Miss Sunday.
Mhysa.
Mhysa.
The name of the episode.
Mhysa, which means mother in... I completely forgot it was a different language than Valyrian, but I don't remember the name of the
Which language they spoke.
But I know it wasn't Valyrian, because otherwise Danny would have known what that meant, which it was mother.
Right. So, and that's it. Everything with this episode. How do you feel now that the season is over?
Relieved.
Relieved?
Oh,
This was a
and-
roller coaster season a bit, I think.
Yeah, definitely a roller coaster. Except for normally roller coasters have the big drop at the beginning. Not at the end, but you know.
Anything you want to add? We're going to do a Q&A probably on Wednesday night, I think.
Yep, and we're gonna do the
Honest Trailers number one. We finally can do a fun video.
Yes.
Um,
Honest Trailers number one, which is seasons 1 through 3.
Yep. So that should be fun. Finally to get to do something a little off the wall on these. Yeah, it should be fun. And I know there's a lot of those style of videos that we can watch. Especially once we're all caught up.
And yeah, and finally I can watch season 3 History and Lore.
Yep.
And Dad should probably watch both season 1. I mean season 2 and 3.
Because I never got to the season 2.
Yeah, it gives you lots of background.
Oh, I know it.
And he has me watch them. He just doesn't watch them. So
It's like doing homework. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Mhysa.
Yep.
And we will be seeing you guys for the Q&A here in a few days. All right. And, oh yeah. She has read every comment that doesn't have a spoiler in the last couple videos.
Well,
or
spoiler or questions.
Right. I've read them to her, I guess. She hasn't read them. I've just, as they were coming in, I'd be like, hey, Anna, there's a few more. You got to hear these. So
Yeah.
it was a tough one. But we definitely thank everybody for the support and kind words. And
Thank you.
it's just awesome, I think.
And if you have any questions for the Q&A, you can comment them down.
In
Comments.
episode 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the episode 9 is where I got that pinned. But we have so many of those questions right now. I'm not sure how I'm going to sort through the questions and organize them because obviously we won't be able to answer every question on that list. But I'll try to put them together in a good, reasonable order and try to get everybody's questions answered. So, we will see you guys next time.
Yep.